Hello and welcome to Weaving the Magic and today's reading. This is a reading on the breakthrough you are having currently. I'm celebrating my current breakthrough for myself of breaking through 100 subscribers on YouTube. Thank you so much for all of your subscriptions, your likes, your comments, your shares. Every time I get interaction and feedback and appreciation on these videos, it reminds me that following my intuition and sharing my wisdom, my love for people, the world, this experience, this human journey is exactly what I'm meant to be doing. So thank you so much for the support, the appreciation, the shares, the likes, the subscriptions. All of it means so much to me, and it really helps me move forward on my own personal journey. So again, in celebration of my breakthrough of 100 subscribers, let's see what's breaking through for each of you today. So you can pick through one of these piles, both of these, two of these, three of these, all of these piles if you want all of the messages, reap all of the rewards of all of the breakthroughs, because why not? We are magicians. We're allowed to claim what we want. So I have pile 1, 2, and 3 to choose from. The timestamps will be in the comments section and the description box, so you can head on over to whatever pile, and I will see you in your reading. Okay, pile 1, if you chose this card with Ginseng and the Magician, this is your reading. This card, by the way, is from the Herbal Astrology deck, the Herbal Astrology Oracle, which is wonderful because it combines these archetypes that show up in the natural world with additional meanings. So right off the bat with the Magician here being the card that you selected, there's something that's happening in terms of breaking through with your ability to speak your desires into fruition, into reality. I'm going to pull out the rest of your oracle cards here and a few tarot cards that I've already selected, and then we'll pull some more cards through the reading to get a full message. This is just beautiful already. I'm going to kind of get all of these to see where I want to put them on the board. So you've got, I will butcher the pronunciation of this, but Estinalite, turquoise changing woman. Oh my goodness, this energy. And the diamond tiger of the black moon, second chances bring success. Okay, I feel like you've done some work. You've spent some time. I'm getting like hermit vibes, Merlin vibes. I'm getting self-mastery vibes. I'm getting definitely a lot of master energy, black moon, Lilith, and Scorpio. Wow, okay, I'm gonna just channel all of this right now. You need time by yourself to process this breakthrough. I'm getting Durga, the goddess Durga, with this tiger here, black moon, Lilith, and Scorpio. There's a lot that you're breaking through. Your ability to manifest, your ability to conjure reality, to not control, like, what is the word that I want to use? Because manifest really falls short. When you're in solitude and when you feel deeply, which is Scorpio, when you feel the deep, intense connection with the universe, connection with all things, with your own vital life force and your ability to change course, when you can focus intentionally, this brings you your second chance, and this second chance brings success. You're having a breakthrough in the area of you can do hard things all by yourself, and it requires your feeling state. It requires your ability to surrender into feeling the hard feelings, feeling the passionate feelings, feeling the challenging feelings. See how she's wrapped up here in this black moon card, in this like black cloak? There's something about like unwrapping yourself, unwrapping your ability to create and nurture. Look at the areas of her that are blocked off. This is the yoni. This is the portal to new creations, and this is the breasts that nurture and nourish new life. These two things are blocked off, but barely. It's like she's becoming unraveled here. This sexual alchemy. Let me pull these tarot cards as well and see what else the story. Wow, that's a lot of swords energy. You've been trapped in your head. You've been trapped in your head, not being able to choose. 8 of Swords, isolation. 5 of Swords, defeat. And this is the breakthrough that we're having. I want to cry for you, pile 1. You're finally getting the time to realize wow, that the mental energy that's been crowding you is not you. That your thoughts are not you. It's a version or a layer or a protector, a part of the ego that thinks it needs to protect you. But who are you? You're God. You're the magician. You are. You are the I am. You are everything that you want to be. It's up to you to decide what you are. Your voice, this turquoise color is really, really coming through for me. And the third eye energy. There's something about having the audacity is the word that I'm going to say. Having the audacity, this extreme emotional intensity, to just say, I am and I want and this is, and I don't care what my thoughts tell me about that. I don't care whatever restriction or whatever past challenges, this Five of Swords in reverse, defeat. This is like a call to past circumstances that like haven't worked out. So like, in other words, you're trying to manifest something, you're trying to like make your life become some way, but all you can keep thinking about is being trapped in how you failed before, or how the world failed you before, or how your circumstances didn't work out before. So you've been stuck in this indecision with this Two of Swords, but look at her posture in this card. This isn't blindfolded and trapped. These Two Swords cards are in reverse. You're finally making the decision to liberate. Like, I'm done with this. Crossed in an X, that's like a 10. This is complete. It's complete. The trappings are gone. The mental defeat, I'm going to move these right off the table, honestly, and I'm going to put this one up here. I'm going to put this one right here in between. Wow. You're breaking through, pile one. The ability to be all by yourself and be powerful. I'm going to explain a little bit about the Durga thing. So Goddess Durga had a tiger as her representative, and she was being apprehended by some demons and birthed Kali out of her third eye to defend herself. She didn't need rescue. She didn't need someone else to come in and save her. She created that someone else of her own self. This is like, it requires this. It requires such passionate intensity to like love yourself. It requires the desire and the willingness to feel your emotions deeply, which gives you the ability to transform. Scorpio is represented by 3 different entities in its sign. It first is the scorpion, it then is the eagle, and it then is the phoenix, all in different processes of alchemy. And whether you want to take this sexual alchemy in any other way that you want to, I mean, your own rules, there's a lot of, I mean, look at the orange here. Spend time by yourself. Maybe this is like manifestation through orgasm. I mean, when you have like intense, potent energies, recently for myself, I've been getting the message of like, get into my connection, get into my flow state, get into my beloved dance with the universe before I take an action that I want to see results from. That's the same thing I'm feeling here, pile one. I'm feeling get your creative juices flowing. Get a dance going. Spend some time by yourself. Nurture, nourish, and love yourself. And I love how there's all of that intense orange right here. And then over here on the other side, it's like very practically earthly actions are going to transform you if you can get your head out of the way. If you can liberate yourself from mental clarity. And that's what you're breaking through. You're breaking through the ability to maybe even observe yourself. I'm going to pull another couple tarot cards here to get some more. What else is going on for pile one? What is the energy that's helping this breakthrough move? Like, what are the feelings, actions, thoughts? What is pile one doing? What are they being that's helping this Turquoise Changing Woman, by the way, is an absolutely gorgeous energy. I'll have to grab the booklet to give a little more information on that, but there's like a benevolence here. There's a benevolence here. It's like you're on the right path and you've always intended for well, and I feel like my pile ones, you're like, I'm up against so much and I really want to do good in the world, but why is it so hard? My eyes go right to the Solitude card because there's too much time spent around other people sometimes. Look at this. Here's Lilith again. How interesting. Queen of Wands, Lilith, and the Strength. So this is Manticore. Wow, so interesting. Queen of Wands and the Strength card. This is all, I'm just saying, this is more orange. More orange. More of this passionate. Look at the sensuality in her here. Queen of Wands archetype, look at the Aries. Queen of Wands archetype is everything about, like, I want to pleasure and please myself with my creative process. Like, I can create anything, and wow, the luxury of that. I love luxuriating in my own creations, in my own narrative, in my own stories, in my own passion. Be soft and strong with yourself. Be defensive of yourself, protective of yourself, but not in a way that makes you harden, in a way that makes you change. All right, I'm getting the concept of like muscle massage, okay? When you have tight muscles and because you're like tightened against something, you're straining, there's all this effort and all this energy, your muscles become tight. You need to relax and loosen those by pressure sometimes. But what happens when you like get in there and you're kneading muscles, it loosens and it softens, right? That's what I'm feeling here. You've been rallying and pushing with this Magician card. You've been like, come on, why can't I? What's going on with me? Why am I like not on top of it? Look at the wheel here. Why am I not already on top of the wheel? My hands are full. I've been like spell casting and doing all of these things. And why is it not happening? It's the feeling state. It's the feeling state of don't expect so much from yourself. Don't demand so much from yourself. That's what I'm feeling. You don't demand your body to orgasm. And if you do, you probably don't experience orgasm very much. If you try to force it to happen, you're in your head too much and you're not actually even feeling it. So even if your body does have a release, it's not exactly like the best one because it's not a full release. It's like half of a release. That's not satisfactory. You want to be satisfied. That's what you're breaking through right now. You're breaking through your ability to bring satisfaction to yourself. And it comes through having the strength to remain soft. Every time, pile one, you start to expect and demand and, put this need on yourself to do anything, soften. What would I like? How would that feel to me? How can I allow myself to be like enraptured by that? Look at all these tendrils curling around her. Hold yourself softly. Appreciate yourself in a time and a space of solitude. Know that within you, just like this card that I'm referencing, Durga, and the Strength card, the softer that I am with myself, the more strong that I can be. Because when I'm nurtured and nourished to my fullest, my creative energy wants to flow. And I can bring worlds into creation. All by myself. The fox is very clever. The fox in this Solitude card, the fox is a very clever individual. And sometimes when we're paying too much attention to the things that are happening outside of us and not listening in enough or paying attention enough to our intuition, we miss like creation that we could be doing. And you want to create, pile one. You want to create. You're having a breakthrough in your ability to change. And this number 2 with Turquoise Changing Woman 2 is all about the intuition. I'm going to grab the booklet. I know my desk here is a mess, and that's okay. I'm going to be okay with it because I'm striving for less perfection and more of I am the channel and here's the message. So just a little bit from the book. I'm going to read whatever little paragraphs stand out. Here we go. If we are struggling with change, either too much of it or perhaps too little of it, This guide comes to us with reassuring guidance. When something is in need of repair, Great Spirit knows how to restore it. When something needs to end, Great Spirit will show the way to empty ourselves. Empty ourselves. Become empty. Look at this, like, it's both an unwrapping and a becoming of the void. And look at how dark the Lilith character is. This is like melting, allowing your self to not exist. The self that... This is a really big concept. I don't know if I'm going to be able to like unravel in the time that I wanted to spend on each of these readings. But pile 1, you're heading into a breakthrough of the no self I am. Maybe I'll have a whole nother video on that at some point. I'm sure you can, search, and I'm sure if you're drawn to this reading and you already have it in your heart, you may not be very far away from understanding that as it is anyways. I'm seeing all these numbers that are coming up, and these are numbers of mine. And if you're resonating with this pile and you were drawn to it, you already know what I'm talking about. Fall into the romance. I'm getting really emotional. Of the no self. Of the losing your ego self and finding yourself in the divine as the beloved and the lover that you are to yourself. That's the strength card. That's the soft and strong. That's the alchemy of unbecoming and becoming all at once. This is like Lilith. Lilith is portrayed as a demon, but look at this grace. Look at this divinity and this joy she's in. It's beautiful. Excuse me. Wow. Turquoise Changing Woman is also known as the conqueror of monsters and the bringer of blessings, especially when we feel that we are under attack or lacking something that we need. She teaches us that it is safe to rest our unconditional faith in divine grace. No matter what I'm getting, no matter what anybody else thinks of you. Maybe this solitude card and the isolation and this 5 of Swords defeat is showing up because like there's a consideration of what other people think of you perhaps. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what anybody else thinks of you. It doesn't matter if somebody thinks you're a demon. Especially if we're walking the path of like this, of coming into communion with the divine, and we're surrounded by people who don't understand that. A lot of our actions can seem selfish because we're finally being self-loving, because we are trying to put ourselves first, because we do need the time in solitude, and sometimes people don't take kindly to that. But oh well, you have one life to live for you, pile 1. You have one life to live in this incarnation as the person that you came here to be. And are you gonna sacrifice that for anyone else? No. Your cards say no. Your cards say this is a divine time almost for retreat. Almost for, like, this isn't the hermit, but this feels like the hermit. It feels like the hermit because it's like, go into the darkness of your own cave. Go into the womb of your own creation and recreate yourself. You have the power. It's the time. It's time for that. Pile 1, you're having a gigantic breakthrough in the concept of your self. And congratulations. Because if you allow yourself to feel this, you're going to be a super powerful, creative force. I think that's all the messages I have for you, pile 1. If you enjoyed this reading, please give a like, share with anyone that you think may also resonate. Thank you again for your subscriptions. Congratulations on your constant breakthroughs, and blessings to you. See you in the next reading. Okay, welcome pile 2. If you chose this card for Rue with protection, this is your reading. I've got some oracle cards and some tarot cards. I'm going to just lay them all out on the table right now. Oh my gosh, Durga came up in the last reading. Not this card, but the energy of her. So if you were also drawn to pile 1, maybe there's some messages for you in there as well. But obviously, hang tight through this reading if you chose this one first. Wow, this is going to be beautiful. Okay, I need to feel for a second. This is really, really beautiful, powerful energy. Pile 1, you're like, or pile 2, this is incredible. Look at her face and just focus on Durga's face for a minute, because this is the breakthrough you're having. Look at this celebration card. Black Moon, Lilith, and Cancer. Nourishment of the soul. Alright, pile 2, I feel like Princess of Cups, King of Cups control, 8 of Cups retreat. Alright, sweet, darling, beautiful love. Perfect, gorgeous, wonderful soul. I'm so sorry for your hurt. I'm so sorry that you weren't shown how to care for yourself emotionally. But that's what you're breaking through right now. You're becoming strong enough to not need anyone, and soft enough to trust that you have support and protection. I'm gonna just let these tears come out so I can stop being choked up. With the Princess of Cups coming up here, this very much feels like the inner child key, the inner child card. And this King of Cups is like in reverse here. It's like a lack of having the, again, the emotional guidance or the person in your life that was able to master their own emotions. Like, you weren't shown how to handle your feelings. And maybe you're like a super sensitive, a supercharged empath. There's a lot of like this with this 8 of Cups retreat. It's like leaving the emotions, but look at how perfectly stacked up it is. It's like leaving the challenge of overwhelming emotions behind, because now you're in perfect alignment. Look at this full moon. There's clarity now. Pile 2, your breakthrough is about understanding that your extreme sensitivity, while it caused you pain in the past, and I won't deny that, that can be a part of your story for as long as you need to hold that to honor your emotions. But look at this card. The despair and the challenge and the hardship is in the past. This is like an ancestral gift that's been passed down to you. And it's like, that's a double-edged sword to call it a gift. Because at first it's a wound to feel too deeply, to be too sensitive, because people don't understand that in this world, especially in years and decades past. We're getting there, but it's a slow-moving process. And pile 2, you're part of the transformation. Thank you. Let me celebrate you. You're part of the transformation that's helping the world become more sensitive, that's helping the world recognize its sensitivity and honor it by honoring your emotions. You were passed down a lineage of being highly sensitive so that at this point in time now, you can crown yourself and say, yes, I am highly sensitive, and I did learn how to not control, but master my emotions. I learned how to control my response to my emotions, not having them. I don't learn how to control my being sensitive. There's no controlling that, but there is a control that I can exercise in responding to my extreme or very sensitive or highly keyed in, super attuned, thank God, emotions. I don't have to retreat from them or myself or other people. I'm allowed to dream of a world in which I'm protected, even in my high sensitivity. And that's where Durga comes in. Durga is the good. She is the power of good. This is a beautiful feminine goddess who, in a time of being apprehended by demons who wanted to assault her, birthed out of her third eye Kali, the dark goddess, who will chop your mother-loving head off for the good. Because why should I suffer because you don't know how to respect or appreciate sensitivity? Why do I have to be dominated or taken over because somebody else doesn't know how to respect human feelings or sentience or consciousness or oneness or any of that stuff? You don't. That's what you're breaking through right now, pile 2. Your soul is being nurtured and nourished. Look at this. Feels like the strong masculine presence, divine masculine presence, that knows that what masculinity is, and I don't mean men's job, but I mean each of us have a masculine and a feminine energy within us. The masculine is the protector, it's the platform, it's the basis. This is everything that supports the feminine, so the feminine can dance and create and sing and breathe. Again, that doesn't mean men do this and females do this. It means that's the dance within us. Our masculine energies uphold us, and our feminine energies flow. This is like you've learned, you're learning, you're recognizing, you're breaking through the ability to both protect yourself, and that protection nurtures and nourishes you in a way where you can flow and create. And look at how soft she is. This confidence isn't a hard confidence that's like, yeah, I could kick anybody's ass if I needed to. This is a confidence that's like, I'm going to dance naked with my tiger. Come at me. I don't care. It doesn't matter. I won't even pay attention. I don't even need to do anything to keep myself safe. I know I am. I'm protected. And this Pluto here, Pluto and the sun, again, this masculine, there's an intense devotional energy behind you. There's an intense energy that's devoted to you and your mission and everything that you're doing. This is the sacred heart. This is Christed energy here. This sacred masculine that I'm talking about, this is Christ. This is Rumi. This is you are divinely supported, pile 2. And you should celebrate. I don't like using the word celebrate. I think that if you allow this message to touch you, and you allow yourself a small little cry or a moment of, here's what I would suggest, that you allow yourself to envision or visualize whoever this is, whether you know about these guides or ancestors, if you've already met them, if they've already, realized themselves to you or not. If you invite the energy of this intense love and support to come and be around you, to celebrate with you, I think that's what will concrete this breakthrough in your heart. It'll concrete this breakthrough in your heart so you can move forward honoring your emotions. This I want to realign these a little bit here, because I feel like here's the masculine, not boxing you in at all. Here's the masculine looking after you. And here's they want to celebrate with you. They want to celebrate with you and encourage you to feel even more deeply into your dreams. Here's this confidence, eyes wide open, looking here in the present, in the now. Celebrate now. And then close your eyes and allow yourself to dream and know that your cup is being filled. Look at this. It's pouring into your cup. Your cup's being filled, pile 2. This is not a journey that you have to go alone. And so camels, they carry within them, they store up their hydration. They store up their nourishment. They keep it with them on their back. Somebody's got your back. Pile 2, somebody definitely has your back. I mean, they're trying to fulfill you and honor you and give you as much as they can. And you're not missing it either. You're not missing it. I feel like the more you allow yourself that sensitive, you're safe, you're safe, you're safe, you're safe, you're safe. Allow yourself to feel it. Allow yourself to break down. Maybe that's the necessary. All right, Black Moon, Lilith, and Cancer. Cancer is the archetypal energy of mother and child. This is about the nurturing of babies. That super emotional need for connection that doesn't come through communication through words, by the way. Babies don't speak. There's eye contact here. There's softness, there's nurture, there's holding, there's touch. This is all of the gentleness. If you can allow yourself to like sit and be gentle and hold yourself gently, I feel like you'll feel it. I feel like you'll feel all of the support rushing in. Let me see. For my pile twos, what else? Is there anything else that would like to? That one just flipped. Kali, you gotta be kidding me. This is Kali here. She's the Empress in this deck. There's another note here that if you've got to let out the rage, there's a silly ass movie, Release the Fury, Mitch. That's so silly, but it's true because we're allowed to have all of our emotions. Babies have all of the crazy emotions, right? Like extreme overreactions to everything. We're allowed to be silly. We're allowed to be goofy. We're allowed to be funny. We're allowed to be vulnerable is the overall general message, because our vulnerability is strength. You know how to nurture. You know when it's time to chop a mother lover's head off, and you know when it's time to dance. And if you don't know that yet, if you haven't known that yet, if no one's ever shown you how to know that, how to discern that, that's the breakthrough that you're having right now. That's what's coming through right now. Four of Wands, Fairy. You are coming into union with yourself. Wishes granted. And now fairies can be a little mischievous, right? Just like Durga has the darkness, so do fairies and their energy. The fae can be a little mischievous. So this is like, wow, here we go. I'm feeling him. Whoever this him is coming through strong. Just because you've got some darkness doesn't mean that you're not light. You can't be only light. Durga is the purity goddess. She is light and dark because this is part of her. It's not a separate entity. This is dancing within. That's what makes her whole. Don't separate your darkness. Bring it into union. You're allowed to be soft, and the word needy is coming out. Don't feel bad about being needy. Everyone is needy. And if you deny your needs, you go that route of becoming hard. Okay? You don't need to become hard. I'm feeling, look at the flowers, look at the softness, look at the enchanting, look at the dance, look at the celebration. There's no need for you to be hard. There's no need for you to judge yourself. And look at what was on the bottom. The Tooth Fairy. Another fairy. A star. Allow your beautiful little mischievous heart. That's because her face, as well as like looking soft, also looks a little mischievous. This feels like, I'm going to change this yet again. This feels like what you've broken through. And this feels like where you're going. You're ready to like play in the color. You're ready to celebrate. You're ready to play in the colors of, these are all the things that I've never expressed, but I want to. I want to dream. Here's the dreams. The Tooth Fairy. And it almost seems like she's bringing her, she's bringing her the coins. She's bringing her the cash. She's bringing her the emotional fulfillment. She's bringing her the sweet dreams and the joy and the peace. Pile 2, you're having a wonderfully beautiful, extreme emotional breakthrough of epic proportions. And so the last thing that I'll say is you are so supported. There is so much strength and love and devotion behind you. Let go. Allow yourself to dance. Allow yourself to cry and celebrate and say thank you. All of my breakthroughs happen through tears streaming and me saying thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And who is you? It's you, which is everything else. Pile 2, that was it for your reading. This was a gorgeous energy. Thank you so much for letting me share in this and channel this. If you resonate with this reading and you've got comments or a story you want to share, please by all means share it back with me. I would love to delight and celebrate with you in your epic breakthrough. Please hit that like button. Share this with anyone you think may resonate. And if you haven't yet subscribed, please do. And if you have, thank you so much. I truly do appreciate it. moving on to pile 3, but I will see you in the next video. Take care. Okay, pile 3, if you chose this card, this is your reading. And I gotta tell you, the energy of this entire reading has been stellar already, so I'm honestly like really looking forward to just soaking in whatever this card is going to represent, which, by the way, I mean, come on. I don't need to say anything about this, I feel like, but I'm going to, because what's the point of you watching a YouTube video if you already know this all yourself? But, so 11, here we are, mirroring energy, matching each other. 11 is the wake-up call. You're having a supreme breakthrough. I can feel it in my bones already. Look at this Venus and Pluto. You know how to transform yourself through love. Love is transforming you. You are surrendering to love. You are meeting the love that you are in everything in the universe. I feel like this pile is going to have a lot of strong messages, so I'm going to lay all these out on the table. Low, low, stand in the light. Butterfly. So this is, again, some more mirroring energy here. 22 in Gunyama, honor of the ancient king. We have Jupiter with expansion, prosperity, and growth. Kookaburra, amusement. Oh, you had gotten 2 Black Moon Liliths. You know what? This pile, yes, this is going to be some wild energy. I can already tell. Look at this. Jupiter, exaltation, master manifester. Oh my gosh, you're on top of the world. Pile 3, this is the breakthrough of your life. This is the breakthrough of your life, and I am so proud of you. And look at this. You got the Tower card. Ooh, wow, 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 wow. I need to just feel this for a second. Get my own stuff out of the way. You might have already, but you might resonate with some of the other piles too. The lion this is the 3rd time this lion energy is showing up in this reading. The 4 of Wands came out in pile 2, but this is a totally different energy. So let me just take it all in here. You've got a lot of masculine energy showing up in this reading. The other 2 weren't as much. This pile 2 had more of that masculine supportive energy, but this is a powerful energy. This is like, I don't feel that you're coming from, this place of challenge or struggle with this. This is like the hell yes breakthrough. This isn't like, you were sad and needing or in some place of loss or longing. This was like almost coming through a place of like, not even almost. You knew this was happening. You know this is happening. You know it's your time. You are so ready. Jupiter with this lightning bolt in the Tower card. Expansion, prosperity, growth. You're coming into a Tower moment where a bunch of stuff is going to be taken away from you. And you know what? I don't think that you're going to be affected by it at all. I think that you're going to see this Tower moment. I think that it's going to happen, and you're going to be like, wow, yeah, please take that. Oh my gosh, it was that easy. I didn't even have to quit. I got fired. I didn't even have to do this. You walked away. I didn't even have to say because somebody else did it for me. It's that kind of a Tower moment. The Tower moment is when things that have been established in our life are all of a sudden like the rug is pulled out from under us, and it's almost like blindsiding sometimes, but you're not blindsided by this. You already saw this on the horizon. You already knew, you felt the big energy coming, and you've been staring it down in the face the whole time waiting. You've been staring it down in the face, and now you're going to kick your feet back and like laugh about it with your beloved. You're going to sit there with the universe as your lover, as the parts of your life that are meant to burn, and you're going to laugh and love it and enjoy it. And oh my gosh, pile 3, like you're my brother. Like, you're my brother, you're my sister, you're my soul. I feel this pile so much. I feel like you've been waiting a really long time. Here's this 9 of Wands, resilience. Like the burden for a long time was very strong. It was very strong. And then, and there's been points in that where it's like, I feel disappointed. Where is my partner? Why do I have to be so strong all alone? Like, how long do I have to wait? But you got Prince of Wands, instigation. which may very well go hand in hand with this tower. Maybe it's the tower moment that instigates the next part, or maybe you've been doing things. I feel like you've been working with astrology, like with moon phases. Maybe you've been doing like cyclical type of magic, where you're trying to like harness in, like you're doing it. You're trying to communicate with the universe. You're trying to like speak its language, interpret its signs, be in communication. You've been developing your relationship with the universe. And celebration came out in the last pile as well. Four of Wands. I feel like you have such an advanced life path that for a time it was your path to feel lost without the union, to feel burdened by being separate. Because these all came out in reverse, I feel like you had to carry the burden of feeling like lonely, like the only one carrying this torch for like, where is my lover? Where is my divine partner? Where, and I don't mean this in a person, I mean this as like God, the universe. That is each of our divine partner. Even if and when we find it in another person, you know, that resonates with us so much that we are able to like live our journey with them as our partner, and we help each other expand and grow, and we're going in the same direction. That's beautiful. Some of us don't have the path of ever having that physical person. Some of us do. I feel like whichever one is true for you, whether you have that physical other person or not, this breakthrough is all about you finding that constant companion, that lover in the universe, because you went without it for so long, but all the while you knew, like it was amusement for you. It was a game, you know, it was almost like a divine tease, like a divine strip tease. Like how long can you wait, you know, before you're so anxious that you just can't have it anymore, like you just can't take it anymore, and you're losing your mind, but not in anger, in passion, in desire. I don't want to say lust, because this isn't about the physical. Like I said with the partnership thing, this isn't about the physical. This is like, here's the beach, here's the ocean, here's the waves. It's like, yes, I've manifested this, like, take me over. Take me over. There's like this community, this communion, this likens to the Three of Cups here. And there's so much sensual with this purple and the orange. You've been holding a torch for the universe for all of this time, and it's been holding a torch for you. Now is the time. Now is the time where you get to receive the beloved. 11, 22, master numbers. Jupiter is this like insanely expansive, and then exaltation. Exaltation means lifted. It means like superpowers. You're being activated. You're being activated because you've done the work that was asked of you. Pile 3. Let me get some more cards here. What else? What other messages want to come out for pile 3? I feel like you don't need anyone else's communication. If you happened across this message in this reading, this was like the Tower again. This was like gravy bonus points. And the Three of Wands. Exactly. The Three of Wands. You've already made a decision. You already know where you're going. You already know where your path is leading you. You know where your home and hearth is. Like, you know right where you belong. It's interesting that this is like kind of like a pantry or like a cupboard or a magical chest or whatever. It's like everything is right where it belongs, and everything has its different space of being, but it's home. Aries, self, home. You find yourself. You find your home in the beloved, and you're going there together. You're with one another. And the Tower in reverse. The gargoyle. Wow. I love how this is, you know, this is above the Tower. Look at this. It's like you've been in cahoots with the universe this whole time, and you know you have, because you, on a soul level orchestrated your own human level tower moment in conjunction with the divine, because you're so tapped in and you're so connected. You're so not separate. You're so in union with the divine that you can be your own darkness and laugh at it. Listen, I get like a really awesome low-key vibe here. I get a really awesome, and there was a bit about mischievous in the last pile too, so maybe you do want to watch that one. But I get a super delicious low-key vibe here. I'm in love with the divine trickster. I don't believe in any single archetype or energy that is outside of the divine intelligence. I mean, there's nothing that exists that wasn't created by the same creator, which is consciousness. And some of it's dark, but all of it serves us. And I feel like you know that. And I feel like you're coming out of a period of darkness where you are wise enough and you see enough and you appreciate enough. Look at these mountains here, to appreciate challenge, to know that the hardship had a reason and that it crafted you into something with a higher perspective. It made you larger than life to go through what you went through. And you knew that the whole time, but your breakthrough now is the joy of being on the other side of it. You're no longer in the hardship. You've broken through and moved past that, and now you get to enjoy the amusement of seeing the higher perspective. And you go right back to, this feels like chopping wood and carrying water. I don't know why, it just does. Chop wood and carry water. Life is so complex and diluted and crazy and all of these wonderful, fantastical, amazing things. And at the end of the day, it's breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Chop wood and carry water. And you get to be amused by it. It feels like you get to sit back and kick your feet up and enjoy. It's like you made it to the weekend and you're sitting on the couch with your lover watching your favorite gluttonous, whatever kind of trash TV or crappy movie you've seen 1,000 times, but you just enjoy it because you enjoy it and you're allowed to, because damn it, I'm human and I'm allowed to have my small guilty pleasures and I don't have to feel guilty about them because the divine loves them too. Pile 3, I want to hang out with you because I feel like we'd have a great time. I think that's it for the messages. I think that's it. I don't think there's anything else that wants to come through. And if there is, I feel like you're going to get those messages all on your own because you're supremely tapped in. So that was it for this reading. If you resonated, if you've got something to share, please put it in the comments, like this video, share it with your friends, share it with anyone you think that it will help. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do. If you have already, thank you so very much. I so appreciate your support. That was it for this reading, and I hope to see you in another one. Take care.